welcome to this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show. As you see this shocked looking face from former WWE official Sonya Deville after being told that she's no longer a WWE official, she's no longer a matchmaker. She can't even handle WWE matches no more due to her bias officiation. But we'll get to that later. But first thing first, join in the conversation using the hashtag Pro Wrestling here on Connect. And we thank you on this morning edition of the Pro Wrestling Show. Normally be on night after Raw. But you know how that go. But join in the conversation, use the hashtag Pro Wrestling Show and hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing here on the Pro Wrestling Show. We got a lot to get to on the Monday Night Raw Ring Report. We saw a lot of returns, and I mean a lot of returns, including the goddess Alexa Bliss returns. That's why Sonya Deville was looking all shocked and disfigured. Alexa Bliss return has that little marriage glow to her. She's a little bit happier than ever before. Plus, two, Veer Mahan keeps destroying people as he is still coming at WWE. And Kevin Owens trying to fool folks that he's his own brother. But also too tonight on Raw, whether Raw it was, the United States Championship was on the line as Theory, the youngest U.S. champion in history, takes on Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes chases his first title back in WWE in nearly 6 years. And two in hot topics, Titus O'Neil give it to these two black greats, Denzel Washington and Magic Johnson. We'll get to the latest on that. And Sonny being arrested again. When they say the rise and fall of Sonny, I wouldn't even believe to imagine Sonny and all she's been through. But hey, you know how that go. All right, we kick off Raw with the Street Profits and Randy Orton and Riddle, Ray RK Bro. The Street Profits won that smoke after Ray RK Bro lost their match last night, the previous night at Backlash, where Ray RK Bro teamed up with Drew McIntyre. They tried to get the job done, but can't get the job done at WrestleMania Backlash. We'll talk about that later in the week on the SmackDown Ring Report. As Roman Reigns still and his bloodline still victorious at WrestleMania Backlash, holding all the gold. And with this lead for Drew McIntyre, we'll talk about that this coming up Friday on SmackDown. So look for that this past weekend with the bloodline. Well, we kick out Ray RK Bro, who feel a little bit salty, but Randy Orton makes a proposal that he wants to unify the tag team championships. But aim was Roman Reigns at first that wanted the Usos to go to Raw and unify the tag team titles in the beginning. Well, Randy Orton says that they're heading to SmackDown this coming week and they're gonna issue the challenge and they're gonna tell tell the bloodline that they want to unify the tag team titles. So I guess they're gonna hold off and they're gonna put off to another week, another month. So we'll see that. But at the end, Rated RK Bro took on the Street Profits. The Street Profits saying they want the smoke. They want a tag team championship match. And Rated RK Bro didn't hesitate and gave them a tag team championship match. Tag team titles was on the line, but at the end, the Street Profits couldn't get the job done. And Rated RK Bro retained their tag team titles. They're heading to the SmackDown this Friday to confront the Bloodline, and we'll see how that's gonna come out. We'll see that. Also, to the youngest U.S. champion in history, Theory was in that. Theory had a somewhat like an interview with Patrick. You know what? Like a Mean Gene style interview. Like you go back here, WWE back in the 80s and 90s. Now Theory saying he's not recalling Cody, he's not stunning Cody, he's gonna beat Cody, and that was gonna be that. But we'll see it later on. We'll give you the results on what had happened in that United States Championship match between Cody and Theory. So we'll get to that later on in the show. Also, too, Oh, well, what meant to say Radar K Bro. You see this picture right here of Radar K Bro and the Street Profits losing. So we want to get fast forward to that. All right. Um. Also, Edge brings out his new group, the Judgment Day, consists of himself, Damian Priest, and now his newest member, Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley helped Edge this past night at Backlash to win, with help Edge win the tag team, not tag team, but help Edge win over AJ Styles, which Edge really didn't need Rhea's help, but I guess she was the assistance that he needed. And Rhea Ripley with some new dye. She dyed her hair darker and sinister and stuff. I don't even get why she did that, but Ed explained why he did what he did. Ed explained why he needed them to recruit them, saying he don't need the people get more hit than ever. Even Edge, with his new look, I don't know, he's looking more sinister than ever before. I mean, sinister. But as you see right here, Rhea Ripley and Edge and Damian Priest sending a message to I'm surprised who else is gonna be in this group. But I guess they needed this group to help elevate it, help make it work and stuff. Well, Rhea Ripley was in action first. She took on her former tag team partner Liv Morgan. And Liv Morgan didn't really have nothing, no gas to prove after she was destroyed by Ed. He was destroyed by Rhea, getting the defeat, and Rhea Ripley won. A new sinister look for Rhea. I don't know what this is gonna go forward. I think Rhea might challenge for the women's championship down the road. So Bianca Belair better watch out. This group is dangerous. I mean, dangerous for the de facto dangerous and vicious. Got Damian Priest and Edge in the air, all of them. You know how long Edge been plotting this up. Well, Finn Balor and AJ Styles, former Bullet member leaders, united to take on the Judgment Day. Unfortunately, the Judgment Day had their number in more ways than one. Where where Finn Balor took on Damian Priest, it still didn't work out in their favor. And the Judgment Day continued with Damian Priest, Edge attacking both AJ Styles and stuff, leaving the Judgment Day even more stronger. I don't know what this gonna lead to. This gonna have to lead to a 6-person intergender match because you got Edge as the leader, you got Damian Priest, you got Rhea Ripley. I mean, it's getting weirder and weirder, but the Judgment Day getting darker and sinister weeks by week come. So let that go. Also, too, Umas. Umas had an impressive showing at WrestleMania Backlash. Umas had this had beaten Bobby Lashley with the help of MVP in his corner. MVP had the VIP lounge, but it got interrupted by Bobby Lashley, where Cedric Alexander tried to interfere, but he got beaten up. Bobby Lashley attacking the security guards left and right. But we only found out that now we know Bobby Lashley will take on Omos at next week's Raw. And I think this is the rubber match. This time going to happen inside a 15-foot solid steel cage. Bobby Lashley will meet Omos next week after Bobby Lashley got a win on Omos at WrestleMania, and Omos has a win over Bobby Lashley at Backlash. Now it's the third match, and we'll see the rubber match between these two on how these two will compete next week. Also, too, Sonya Deville, the WWE official, she had a look on her face like she was shocked. Well, we found out that Sonya Deville, Adam Pearce came out there and informed Sonya Deville that she is no longer a WWE official. She no longer can abuse her power way away in time of time. Well, Sonya Deville had went out there as a competitor. You know, as Sonya says that when she don't have the jacket on, she's a competitor. She's a competitor. When she had the jacket on, she's a competitor. She's when she had the jacket on, she's an official. Well, it ain't gonna work that way no more. After Sonya Deville got what she had got coming to her, and officially was announced that Alexa Bliss, the return of Alexa Bliss returned since the Elimination Chamber. I guess she's bringing her goddess and bringing that dog Lily back into the play. Alexa Bliss back. Yeah, she has a marriage glow to her. Miss Bliss just recently got married. She looks happier than ever. So Alexa Bliss happier than ever before. And kudos to Alexa Bliss. You know, what makes you happy makes you strong. And Alexa Bliss showing that and stuff. She defeated Sonya Deville. I don't know what's gonna happen forward, but we'll see going forward between Alexa Bliss and Sonya Deville. Plus two in women's action, the tag team champions, Sasha Banks and Naomi, retained. Well, they I don't know if it was a women's tag team championship match or not. I'm assuming it was. They went against Doudrop and Nikki Ash. That Doudrop and Nikki Ash lost, but Doudrop keeps telling Nikki Ash when she's going to when she's gonna get back grittier than again. But we'll see. From Sasha and Naomi promoting their t-shirts, Boss and Glow, and what a glow it was. Also, too, Kevin Owens continues to interrogate Ezekiel, believing that Ezekiel is not who he say he is, with Ezekiel believing being Elias. Well, Ezekiel continues to say that he's not his brother Elias. Kevin Owens in the Alpha Academy attack Ezekiel, left Ezekiel laying out in the rain. And I think Kevin Owens is tied up, fed up with this, and wants to make sure that Ezekiel gets what he needs to be and not stop pretending and be Elias, and be himself Elias. But we just don't know yet. We don't know Kevin Owens and the Alpha Academy had Elias take the test, and the fact Elias Ezekiel was not his brother. I guess Kevin Owens is not going to continue until he gets answers and he's fed up, and he's going to try to find ways to make sure that Ezekiel admits that he's Elias. All right, good luck for that. Also, too, Veer is coming. Veer Mahan continues to dominate, continues to beat up down jobbers. Veer continues his momentum, his strength going forward. So we don't know who Veer is going to challenge next, but quite intriguing to see who's Veer's next main opponent going to be after he gets done with jobbers. Plus, it's time for the United States Championship match. It's Cody Rhodes. It's his opportunity of a lifetime to take on Theory for the U.S. Championship. Well, Cody was set to challenge Theory for the U.S. title. Cody and Theory put on a great clinic out there, but at the end, kind of knew it was coming. Cody had the momentum until he was setting up for Crossroads, until angry, bitter Seth Rollins came out there and attacked Cody and beat him up down to a pulp, and continued to beat him up and continued to hit the curb stomp onto the announce table, ricocheting Cody. Cody wasn't thinking for a second, but I guess Seth Rollins is still bitter and angry at what had happened at Backlash when Cody defeated him, and two could play that game, and Seth Rollins tried to roll him up, but did get the pinfall. Cody won his match, and I think Cody's setting himself up for a big feud going forward. Money for something else, but you can tell this rivalry between them two is far from over. It's just getting started, so we'll see on that picture on how this all is going to play out. Also, too, Miz was a special guest referee in the Mustafa Ali match against Ciampa. Miz screwed Mustafa Ali. Know what's going on with that. Mustafa wants the U.S. Championship. I think Mustafa will get a U.S. title match eventually. down the road. Also, too, the man, Becky Lynch, well, big time Bex, came out there in the commentary and she watched Oscar versus Bianca Belair. Becky Lynch made some comments that why the Raw Women's Championship picture match wasn't featured. I guess because it wasn't a good build up. Yeah, you would have thought Becky would have got an automatic rematch, but it chose not to. After Becky and Oscar disagreed about Becky saying she was the one that gave Oscar the championship when she was fighting to do it in maternity leave, and Oscar said, "You act like a baby because you just had a baby." um, Said that to her husband Seth Rollins after he done what he did to Cody Rhodes and that move that he was in. But at the end, um, Becky Lynch cost Bianca Belair and Oscar. She came and intervened and cost both of them a non-draw match. So I don't know. This might lead to a women's championship match down the road between them three. Bianca getting in the midst of this match. Oh, all right. That ends the Raw Ring report. I'm sorry. Um, let's move forward to wrestling hot topics. All right, on Sunny right here, the most recognizable name, Sunny, tried to I don't know what's going on with Sunny. They said that she's having her DUIs and stuff, and she's just acting all crazy. She got one in Florida and pending in New Jersey. So Sunny ran over an elderly guy and her blood levels. I hope Sunny gets her act together because it just ain't looking too good for Sunny. I used to love Sunny, but now Sunny just going crazy. Just something ain't right with it. But who are we? Also, too, let's see, um, Red Titus was in an accident. We're glad that everything was safe with Red Titus. So Red Titus, what's going on with him? The Briscoe brothers are the new Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions. Guess Ring of Honor didn't want the Briscoe brothers. Impact won. Now they're in Impact, dominating the tag team division. I don't know why AEW didn't get them, but I kind of got a hunch on what had happened. Plus, to Orange Cassidy and his group will be on a new show on Netflix, The Lava, or we'll see. It's like the Hidden Legends of the Hidden Temple or something. But we'll see how Orange Cassidy do. A lot of AEW stars cross promoting, like I saw on Brick Breaker and Adam Cole on Bar Rescue, which that's kind of new and true. That's kind of new. Cross promoting. That's good to promote yourself. And good for AEW promoting them on their social media channels, which is great. Which Impact never did a little bit with their stars. When some of their stars was on other channels, you got to cross promote. Helps build the brand and reputation. Plus, too, Mia Yim returns to Impact. Mia Yim, she's back. So she was reckoning WWE and herself in NXT. Now Mia Yim trying new renaissance back into Impact. Plus, too, Sami Zayn. Not Sami Zayn, Sami Callihan. I meant to say sorry about that. Sami Callihan returned, and he wants one man only, Moose. Moose was the man that took him out, and now he wants to take out Moose some way, somehow. So we'll see that match going forward. We'll see. We talked to tell you about the Briscoe brothers in Impact. So hey. Also too, Titus O'Neil presented actor, legendary actor Denzel Washington and legendary basketball player and executive Magic Johnson with their own replica WWE championships. Great known for the Boys and Girls Club, Magic Johnson and Denzel Washington. So Magic and Denzel holding on their respective WWE titles. Well done. Let's see. We'll talk about this week on the SmackDown Ring Report. Ronda Rousey leaving the SmackDown Women's Champion. What going forward for her? What rivalries are head her way? Will Bailey come back, or will she go against what's her name? Sonya Bates, her friend. I think that's be the natural fitting for her going against Sonya Bates. And you can see that going forward. Um, I'm assuming that's all it for now. All right. We know that NXT is tonight. We get a NXT. Okay. NXT is tonight. We know that Cora J will take on Natalia. Cora J saying she looked up to Natalia. Now Natalia um doesn't care about Cora J's feelings. She's just there just to be dominant. Now Natalia and Cora J are one on one. Also Toxic Attraction take on Wendy Chu and Roxy. I like they call Rosanna Perez, but I call Roxy. But they're taking for I'm assuming the tag team titles on the line. We'll see tonight. Other than that, but catch that for a fact. And finally, you can't see him. The Doctor of Thugonomics, John Cena, follows our Twitter channel. And we want to thank John Cena. Thanks for following us. And we hope to, you hope you look at our content and you be pleased to see what you like, what you see. So like I said, I'm gonna end this with big time Becky Lynch getting the upper end of everybody on the night's Raw. So for me, being Kendrick Dixon, so long, and thank you for watching the Pro Wrestling Show presents the Raw Ring Report. We'll see you later.